It is time for Texas Rangers Live. We are live tonight, and the best news ever, we have a game to talk about. We got a home run contest to talk about, and we've got Dude Perfect, some of the biggest YouTubers on the planet, in camp, plus the other news of the day, which actually wasn't that much, but we'll get to all of that next here on Texas Rangers Live. Let's get it to it. Let's get straight to the game, shall we? The game. What's going on here? The game. Oh, no. The game was awesome. It was on the radio only. Oh man, hold on, guys. I got the wrong thing going on my phone here. We'll just let that run. The Rangers took an early lead. We win 5-4. Let's share the screen, shall we? Let me pull this up for you, and we will talk about today's ball game. 5-4 win for us. Let's talk about the scoring first. Well, no, let's talk about our pitching first. How about that? Dane Dunning started the game. He pitched 1 inning. He looked pretty good. 1, 2, 3 inning. Bradford came in 2 innings. Didn't look too well. Let's get to the scoring now. Didn't look too bad. Gave up a run. The scoring was simply this: Drew Waters took Bradford deep. 1-0. Bad guys. Actually, that's not true. Yeah, 1-0 bad guys. We in the bottom of the second. Matt Duffy, who I mentioned earlier today, I think is not getting enough love. I think that he might end up being somebody who could play a little third base and a little first base, somebody that I've been looking for. Somebody, we've got Zeke and we got Josh Smith. They say play the same positions. Matt Duffy might wedge his way in there. He did play for Bochy in 2014 with the Giants when they won the World Series with the Mad Bum year. Anyway, Duffy singles on a line drive to center, scoring him, tied up 1-1. Wild pitch scored Sam Huff later. We take the 2-1 lead. And then Evan Carter hits a line drive, ends up a sac fly. We take the 3-1 lead. Top of the fourth, Kansas City makes it 3-2. Bottom of the fifth, we make it 4-3. Evan Carter scores on a double by Derek Hill. Top of the fifth, Joe Gray, singles on a fly ball to left field. Jensen scored 4-3 us. Casey ties it up 4-4. Bottom of the fifth, Dustin Harris, prospect stud, singles on a line drive to score Hernandez. We win the ball game 5-4. Interesting game, interesting scenarios today. Lots of good things, and it really seems to me to be mostly on the pitching side. So let's get to the box score. That'd probably be the best place to talk about what happened today. That got me excited, at least anyway. Where did the box score go? There it is. The box score tells us what we need to know on the pitching side. I told you already, Dunning went 1 inning, no hits, no walks, no strikeouts, pretty boring, got in. It was quick, 1, 2, 3, really quick. Bradford pitched the second and the third inning. He was the only guy they planned to pitch for 2 innings, and he did. Pitch the second and the third. He gave that solo home run up. Duffy came in. Duffy's got a chance. He also pitched 1 inning, gave up a run. Nothing to write home about there. Jesus Tinoco, who's been with us before, but I guess he was in Asia last year, pitched a clean inning, 3Ks, so struck out the side. And then the guy who I was most excited to see today, Jack Leiter, what he pitched the 6th inning, I guess. 1, 2, 3 inning. We've got some video of it. If you stick around on the show, we'll show the video here in a little bit. Church goes the 8th. Kent goes the 9th, gets the save if you care about such things. I'm happy. I got to be honest with you. I'll get rid of all that. The thing that I was most excited about today is here for a moment in the chat. That's the thing that I'm most excited about for the day. Welcome in, my friends. I hope you're having a great day. Guys, if you don't know Here for a Moment already, get over to their channel. I was going to say, are you Ranger? They are a travel. They do a little Disney stuff. They're going to be close to Universal when it opens. Do a lot of travel. Going to go to a game this year. Pretty sure we're going to go to a game together this year. Anyway, they're some of my friends, and they are great YouTubers. Go check out their channel if you get a chance. Today's game, it was on the radio. And like I started to say, Jack Leiter was the guy I want to see the most. I want to see Dunning. Of course, I'm interested in Bradford. That's 2/3 of our 5 or 2/5 of our 5-man rotation. And obviously they're very, very important. But I want to see Jack Leiter, and he pitched a clean inning. Again, when we get through the show here, we're going to go through my tweets through the day, and I've got some videos, about a minute and a half video of Jack Leiter pitching. They did hit him. 2 guys hit him pretty hard, but it was a clean inning, and I'll take a clean inning all day, every day. Yeah, there you go. That's really what we have on the game. I mean, it was quick. It was on the radio. The regular guys did it. Eric Nadell and Jared and Matty Hicks. And so, if you're wondering where that was, I got a few messages on where it was. Go to Rangers.com. I went to I subscribed last year, and I will subscribe again this year to MLB.TV, the baseball package. So if you have that from last year, you can still get the audio. I think of all the spring training games. I'm pretty sure. But again, it was the regular team, and it was fine. I listened to about the first 4 innings. I wanted to say for Jack Leiter, but if you were here the other day, you might have heard I have some family in town, and I couldn't stay up in my lair all day. News of the day. Let's get to that real fast. Unfortunately, there's just not a lot in the world of baseball today. Let's share that. Make sure I did that right since I hit it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And you can see there's nothing. I mean, the articles aren't anybody signing. I mean, what I'm looking for is where's Jordan Montgomery signing? Where's Belly signing? Where's Chapman signing? Where's Blake Snell signing? It's getting crazy. I mean, the Royals improved catching depth, inked Nola to a 1-year deal. I don't care. He's probably not even going to be their backup catcher. So the big news of the day is a guy who probably won't make the Royals. They've got Perez, they've got MJ Melendez, is it? And who else they have? They have Sandy Leon, who used to be with us last year. So it's a nice story. The U.S. Mint did a neat thing for Larry Doby. You can check that out. We're not going to check it out here. There's nothing is my point. And that's, I don't know, discouraging, I guess is the word. I really wanted and hoped. Yeah, exactly. I wanted and hoped we get some news today. Jordan Montgomery and Blake Snell got to sign, right? I mean, I see Belly waiting. Pitchers, spring training's too long. Okay, so if you're a hitter, and we talked about this the other night, spring training is just too long if you're a hitter. Okay, pitchers are a little different. So while everybody's been crying about, they need to hurry up and sign these people, I don't think there's any problems currently. However, the pitchers. Oh, that's true. We should talk about. We should talk about that. I can't show video of the that's all over. We'll talk about that. But I think to end my thought on the free agents, the pitchers need to get into camp and start working with those catchers. I mean, they could be working out their arms and all that stuff, but you want to get in the groove with your catcher, and it's just time. You're a week away from it being too late. Hitters, I think, is different. Hitters, frankly, 3 or 4 weeks will be enough. Here for a moment. I didn't put it on so it's a shorter list today of news, my topics to talk about tonight. This is probably the biggest news in Major League Baseball. I mean, this is a problem, right? The fact that we're in spring training, there's been games yesterday. The Dodgers and the Padres played today. What do we have? 6 games against Major League versus Major League and 2 additional exhibition games, I think. So was that 14 of the teams played today, I think. And the biggest news is male genitalia being seen through in the pants of Major League Baseball players. So Major League Baseball or the Fanatics or whoever it was came out with a statement today saying, hey, it's the same. It's not the same. Okay. They were bad last year talking about the pants, but the cut is different. The fabric is different. And yeah, I'm not, hey buddy, what's going on, Logman? I'm not going to be posting these pictures, but let's put it this way. Who was it? There was a pitcher's wife yesterday. I can't remember who her name was or who he was, came out and said, what's the problem? Us wives like what we see or something like that. And it was pretty funny. But frankly, they're see-through, man. They're see-through. They're ridiculous. And the shirts, the lettering on the back, ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't get how do you not get some public feedback before you make a change that is this large? And the biggest thing is the fans aren't even the ones the most pissed. It's the players. So if you don't know what we're talking about here for a moment, brought this up, just Google. Don't do it if you're a kid, but just Google MLB pants snafu or MLB pants probably be enough. It's a mess. It's a mess. My home run contest. Let's talk about that before I forget. So I hope you can check it out in the, hey, Willie, what's going on, buddy? Check it out in the linked, no, I'm sorry, the pinned comment, the pinned comment should be up there. I hope it is. My view, it is right there. Enter my Rangers Spring Training Home Run Challenge. It's free. All you got to do is go there, give me your name and your address and who you think will have the most home runs for the Rangers in spring training. And then how many you think will be the tiebreaker, put in how many you make, or how many you think. And like I said yesterday, and I'll do a video of it as we get a little closer, I'll be giving away a I did that yesterday, an MLB Now Texas Rangers card from last year. Well, that's not Texas Ranger. Mostly they were playoff and World Series cards. I bought some extras to do these giveaways. And I mean, there's some good ones, guys. There's some good ones. I even got a one out of one in there. So that's pretty cool. It was Randy Johnson, unfortunately, not a Ranger, but that's probably better for me because then I'll sell it. Regardless, go and subscribe. Yeah. Go and enter my contest. And somebody will win something. If you I'm going to post a video, and I'll pick out the 4 or 5 here in a little bit, and I'll start showing them on the live streams too. I'll pick out 4 or 5, and if you're a member of my channel, you'll get to pick one of the 4 or 5. If you're the winner, you get to pick the one you want. If you're not a member of the channel, I just pick one of the 4 or 5. So just a little incentive to get some people to member up. Just one member so far. Danny is the first member of this channel. I've had members on. I still have members on another channel, but this is the brand new channel. And yeah, it's a blessing, and I appreciate it. And so if it's something you're thinking about, hopefully that'll give you a little incentive to do that. And obviously it supports what we do here. Willie says, I think the reason why some of the pitchers are not being signed because the asking price is too much. I mean, we all say that, right? But we don't really know that. I mean, I think it's easy to say that, Willie, and you're probably right. It takes 2 to dance, right? You know, I think the regional networks, the regional sports networks, snafu, really put a crimp in a few teams' budgetary flexibility this year. And I think, I mean, if there's, what is there, 30 teams, and then you take 6 teams out of it, and then, you know, how many teams can afford Blake Snell? 6? 7? I mean, do they want him? And I think Blake Snell will get signed for a lot of money. I mean, everybody says he's got a 5-6 year deal with the Yankees at $25 million a year. I'd jump over the Grand Canyon for that contract, right? The Angels are pushing hard, but I don't, you know, you're talking about their career and their family's career and their family's legacy. And I have grandkids for, if you have a chance to get 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, 100 million, $200 million, it's worth taking some time and doing it right, because that's generational wealth. So give them their due. They're the best in the world. Give them their patience. I want it as a fan because I just want news. I like news. Of course, I would love the Rangers to get some players. I would love my Dodgers to get some players. The Dodgers have had a good offseason, so I shouldn't even say that out loud. But the Rangers, I do think one more starter and one more reliever would be really, really good. I like what we did in the bullpen, as we've talked before. If you've been a regular here on the show, thank you. I like what we did with the bullpen. We let Aroldis go. His stats were really good. He gave me a heart attack every time he was out there. His stats were really good. He's certainly not worth $10 million. Not a fan of the guy. But we brought in Yates and we brought in Robertson. We brought in some more guys too that might make a difference. So I'm happy with that. I think that 2-for-1 deal we're going to win on. I like Robertson a lot. If I could have either Robertson or Chapman, I would take Robertson. So I'm happy with the moves. But I'd still take one more, right? I'd still take one more. And one more starter, I think. Well, I've said it before. I want Monty. I think I wouldn't sign Monty. I mean, my fandom heart wants Jordan Montgomery as a Ranger for a long, long time. My brain thinks he's probably going to get too much and we should let him go. As I've said multiple times, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but hopefully there's new people in here every time though, right? And by the way, so many people are watching on the replays. The replay numbers are like 6x and 7x the people who are watching live. So if you're watching on a replay, thank you. I appreciate you. Regardless, I don't think we should sign Monty for the money he's going to get paid. I wouldn't pay Snell that kind of money. I just think long-term pitcher contracts need to be for the cream of the crop. And frankly, I do think Jacob deGrom is one of those, but I don't think Monty is. I want him, but I think it's time to see what Owen White has. Brock Porter, maybe he's not ready, as you guys pointed out last time. Jack Leiter, and there's just a few others. So we need to see what we have there, or trade him for a pitcher, bullpen or a starter. All right. So anyway, so Will, you might be right, but that's my 2 cents there. Logman, who were you impressed with on the pitching side today? So I was listening on the radio for the first 5 innings. I didn't see Leiter. I have seen the pitching highlights of, or the video of Leiter. So So Leiter, I was impressed with Leiter. It's a clean inning. 2 guys hit him pretty solid. You'll see it here in a minute. We'll go through it and I'll play the video. You can watch it for yourself. Dunning, 1, 2, 3, quick inning. Of course, you gotta be happy with that. I don't hate what Bradford did. 2 innings. I can't say he didn't look good because I was watching or I was listening to the game. But I don't, he's throwing strikes. They gave up 1 home run. He didn't get blown up. But I'll tell you, when you look at the stats, that's pretty nice, right? A whole lot of nice numbers there. So nobody to write home about negatively, and I'll take that for a win. 86 and company in the house. What's going on? Howdy, back at you on the road driving, but excited to listen as I drive. Excited about all our pitching prospects this spring. Me too. Be safe. Super glad you're here. Safety first. I want you to come back, right? Get home safe or get to work safe or whatever you're doing. I think if a MLB doesn't try to win and just keep the money, they should lose a draft. Oh, I see what you're saying, Willie. So you're talking about like the Pirates or the A's or whatever? Yeah, Major League Baseball needs to do something different with the collective bargaining agreement with ownership. Frankly, they need to get some better owners in Oakland, in Pittsburgh. I mean, Pittsburgh, I don't hate what they're doing. Let's be real, they signed a pitcher to a long-term contract yesterday. So maybe I should give them a little bit of a break, right? But if you're a Pirates fan or an A's fan, there's some other teams that I think you could fit in there. It's got to be rough. I mean, I've said this a few times. You guys know how I feel about that if you're veterans of the show. I don't know what I would do. I'm a Rangers fan who was a Dodgers fan. I still root for both teams. I moved out from Southern California out here about 10, 15 years ago, whatever. And, I got mad at the Dodgers, and it was nice because it wasn't nice, but I moved away anyway. Now I'm here, and it became easy to be a Rangers fan, and it's a fun organization, and I can get behind them, and, I believe in them. But it'd be hard for me to root. Like I would never root for the Raiders back in the day. I just didn't like I didn't like them. There are teams that I don't like how they run their business. The Oakland A's fans are getting screwed. Pirates fans are getting screwed. It makes me crazy. Home run challenge, please go play. It's in the pinned comment. 4 people have signed up so far. As we went live yesterday, was it yesterday? Last time we went live, the link didn't work. It is working, and 4 people have entered. Evan Carter, Marcus Simeon, Nate Lowe, and Joey Gallo are picked so far. I don't think Joey Gallo is going to do it. So yeah, do with that what you will. You could still pick them, but you better get the number right. But it's going to be fun. Again, we'll give away some Tops Now cards to the winner, and I've got a whole bunch of contests that I'm thinking about doing in the future. Members and subscribers, hoping to get enough members to do a couple fantasy league stuff. I do have a season seat package that I talked about this year. Love to bring some people to a couple games for some big prizes. We'll see how that goes. Please go enter. I hope you do. Let's see what else we got on the docket today. Let's get to the news. There's no news. We talked about that, so we're done with that, and we talked about the game. So let's get to the Twitter. Some fun stuff. I mean, did you know that Dude Perfect was in the ballpark today? We'll get to that here shortly. Let's share the screen, and I will show you a few things, actually. If you don't know, you should follow me over on X, used to be called Twitter, at Rangers Fan Jeff. Here, let's get rid of me. You don't need me down there in the corner. And we'll talk about what I posted. I posted 2 videos today. Play ball. Basically, it was a preview of the game that you've already aware that we won, 5-4. Telling Mark Cuban to go spend some money on Jordan Montgomery, even though he doesn't own our team. Here you go. You guys fans of Dude Perfect? Let's watch this. Is Jose Leclerc on the mound? I love it. I love it. So if you don't know the guys from what did I do? The guys from Dude Perfect. I hit the wrong button again. The guys from Dude Perfect are actually Dallas peeps. They're from Dallas, California. That's where their offices are. And they were down in Surprise, and that's Jose Leclerc buzzing his cage. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guess we're gonna have to go backwards. I posted 2 videos today. Like I said, the first video I already talked about here just a couple of minutes ago. I posted Max Scherzer talking at the Fan Fest. A kiddo asked him how did it feel to win his 2nd World Series title here in Texas. You can go watch that if you want. Jack Leiter hit 96 today. My buddy, the Prospect Times, said that. Here, you want to Let's, well, as it says, from Stephen Stevenson to little Jack Leiter. First hitter, first pitch. Did it pretty good, deep to right field. Second batter, it's ugly. High ball one. Again, he hit 96 today, according to Prospect Times. I'll take that all day. High fastball ball two. Looks like a deuce to me, probably a curve, strike one. And pretty solid, I mean, not solid, pretty weak contact to center. Two up, two down. One solid contact, one not solid. Hitter three from Jack Leiter. All the way, strike one. The pitch of baseball. Again, looks like it's up, maybe even away. I like that it's fastball still up. Basically the same thing, fouled away. Looks like he's behind on it, so I like that. And very solid contact. Well, not that. There you go. So not so bad, right? I'll take that. I'll take that all day, every day. And then I'll get to chat here in a minute. Let's check out the number 6 prospect in all of baseball, Wyatt Langford. No damage. Weak pop up right there, but it's still nice to see. It's nice to see Wyatt Langford in there. Anyway, that's good stuff. I like that a lot. Elon Musk, my favorite name in here. I saw that your name is actually Heath. Welcome in, Heath. I'm glad you are here. Hey, Jeff, you can go ahead and send me my trophy. Oh, for your pick? For your home run? Heath, Elon, Mr. Musk is in the tournament, in the home run contest, and I hope you guys get in there too. Mr. Willie says you don't miss the McCourt. That was it. Willie knows me. Willie's known me. I should shut up that thing back there, so you guys don't have to listen to that whole time. Willie's known me from my other channel. The McCourt ownership in LA was what started to push me away from the Dodgers. I'm still a Dodger fan, but it was hard for me. They pushed away the greats, the Koufaxes, and Pete's in now. It's my buddy's Pete here. I'll talk to you about. They pushed away the Steve Garveys and the Roy Campanellas and the Sandy Koufax. Well, Campy might have been gone by then, but so many of the greats just said, screw this. By the way, Garvey looks like he got a chance against Schiff, and not like we're talking politics here, but wow, in California, that's crazy. But anyway, what a mess that was. And I don't like some of the things the ownership's been doing since, and the security there in LA has been bad, and too many fights in the stands, and the Dodgers have been a mess for a long time. I still root for them, but I root for the Rangers first now. They're my home team. Pete McDevitt. Pete is one of my good friends. Pete is freaking on fire. I haven't been over there in a while, but his channel he does sports and Disney. My other channel that I was referencing, maybe, I don't know if I've referenced tonight, I have before. It's a Disney channel. It's a family vlogging Disney channel. Pete is a baseball. He's really a football nut, right? He's a football nut, a baseball big fan, and a Disney nut like me. And Pete's one of my favorite people on the whole planet. Get over to his channel. Give him some love. He's grown so much in what, it's been 2 years now, buddy. So glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Love you, buddy. Glad you are here. Guys, I don't want you to leave my stream here, but when you get a chance, open up another, tab. Get over to Pete's channel on YouTube. You're on YouTube right now. Give him some love. One of the best YouTubers I know, and one of my best friends in the world. Love the guy. Hi, I'm new. I didn't even notice that's what you said. You're funny. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Hope life is treating you well. Willie saying hi to Pete. Yeah, Willie knows Pete. Did your family make it in? They did. My mom is here now. My mom and my sister in town. Thanks for asking. My mom and my sister are in town. Mom lives up in St. Louis. Sister lives out in California, Southern California. She's a season ticket holder on for the Padres for the first time ever. Yeah. So, and I was shocked when she told me. I'm really excited about that. So anyway, yeah, they're over at so they're here because my mom, oh my gosh, my mom, my wife, one of my daughters, one of my grandsons, so many. February is birthday. So we had a real nice dinner last night in downtown Fort Worth. We got a party tomorrow. My daughter, I have 4 daughters. My oldest daughter's second kid, my grandson, same day, her birthday and his birthday. He turns one, she turns more than one. And yeah, what a beautiful day for the family. So we're gonna have a big party tomorrow. Thanks for asking. Love that. 2 years went quick, man. Oh, you're crushing it, buddy. Yeah, it has gone quick, hasn't it? Cat Rabbit Kane, that's fun to say. I'm gonna say that again. Cat Rabbit Kane, welcome in. What are your thoughts on Elon Musk potentially buying Disney? Oh my gosh. So this is a baseball channel. I have a Disney family vlog channel that it's still going. I don't post on there very much. I've been talking for a while to a few people about if I go back, it won't Disney fans won't like me as much as they used to. I'm mad at Disney. I'm a Disney stockholder. I'm mad at the Disney board. The Disney board is ridiculous. And yeah, I love X. I love Elon. I love Tesla. I'm all in on all of that. And if Elon were to buy Disney, I don't know if I would be happy. I need the board to get fixed. I don't want somebody to go buy it and break it because it's a bunch of businesses. We'll get back to baseball shortly. It's theme parks, it's entertainment, it's streaming. By the way, the streaming that we all use for baseball and for sports developed by Disney, BAMTech. Actually, BAMTech was the company. Disney bought BAMTech because Disney owns ESPN. So it really does affect sports. I mean, the Disney ownership, I think it's more likely that I think that the current CEO, Bob Iger, will retire in, was it 3.5, 4 years? And I think it's likely that Disney gets sold before that. I really do. And I think Apple is the most likely buyer. If Elon were to buy it, it would be a hostile takeover. He'd buy it through stock. And he should have done it if he was going to do it. He should have done it a couple months ago. Stock's moving up and will continue to move up, in my opinion. So anyway, that's a whole other conversation. Disney is, they're talking about, how do I say this? They might be in play for ownership again. I just don't think so with Iger. They owned the Angels for a while and they didn't. I think with Iger retiring in a few years, they won't. But after that, they could be in play for another team. And we'll probably talk about that. I don't know. With the family in town, I don't know what my streaming schedule is going to be here, but we're going to talk about possible expansion here. Utah, Charlotte, Nashville, Vegas. Will the A's go there? We'll talk about all that. There's been a couple of articles out. There was a good one today I read. I actually considered making that the topic tonight. So it is what it is. So good question. Good question. Pete says, screwed over. You will World Series. Kelly wins. Yes. So your Ravens almost got there. So our mutual friend Kelly is a Chiefs fan. So I love him, but I haven't liked him in a few years. Yeah. And Pete, man, your boy MVP, he's a Ravens fan, people. So I'm a Cowboys Chargers guy. I'm a Rangers Dodgers guy, but my Chargers, a lot of people are already picking them for next year to have a good year because of the Harbaugh thing. They haven't had a healthy year in years, and Cowboys, I think they might have missed their window. I'm a little worried. Thank you, buddy. Right back at you. Sorry to get off. No, that's cool. What are your true thoughts on the chances of signing Montgomery? No, I don't mind it off. I didn't want to talk about it. I wouldn't talk about it. My true thoughts are there's very little chance. I think there's probably 10%. I think now, was Evan? It was Evan Grant who just said, I think yesterday on Twitter, and I agree with this. Every day Montgomery doesn't sign, the odds of him taking a 1 year annual value, 1 year deal go up. I just don't think, and Evan Grant said that's better for the Rangers. I just think the problem is this year, not next. This year's payroll is already the biggest payroll that they've ever had, right? We signed Marcus, we signed Corey, we signed Gray, we signed Haney, we signed DeGrom. Who am I missing? By the way, we have Evan Carter. We're going to need to lock him up. We have Wyatt Langford. We're going to need to lock him up. We got Garcia, who we only have two or three more years until we got to give him a big contract. It's a 2-year contract, and I think he's got 1 year of arbitration after that. I might have that wrong. So my point is, we're going to have to budget properly. Do you want Monty in a long-term deal? And if that might prevent you from keeping Carter and Langford, I say no. I say no. So what are my thoughts? I think that 10% or less chance they will sign him. I want him. I don't think they should do it. I think they should save their powder. They should make a trade or two if we need to for somebody at the trading deadline. I doubt that'll be pitching because we'll have Maley and DeGrom and Scherzer, one or two or all three of them. I think Maley's the least likely of those, by the way. I think he might be a 2025 guy from stuff I've read. But I think that you're probably not going to need a starting pitcher with all our prospects that we expect to look at this year and those three coming back, right? But bullpen help we might need, and you might need a bat. It doesn't look like we're going to need a bat right now, but you never know. Maybe Corey Seager gets hurt. We need a shortstop. Maybe our third baseman, Josh Young, injury, or he gets a new one. You never know what's going to happen. 162 game season is a long time. So we could still spend money. We could still add to our payroll. I think we're in it this year. Obviously, I think we're going to be one of the favorites with Houston and with Seattle in the AL West. And obviously the Yankees, Toronto, Baltimore, Pete's Baltimore, you got to consider in the AL East. I don't think there's going to be anybody coming out of the Central that matters too much. Yeah, so there you go. There's my answer. Will Boris's reputation take a hit? No. With how his free agents have done this year, I mean, no, they won't. I mean, if they don't sign, right, or if they all sign for less, he'll get paid. No, I don't think so. I think that's what people want. It's people like me who want to have news and talk about. I don't think that's likely at all. I really don't. I think Boris is every little baseball player's dream is to have Boris be their agent. All right, let's get back to Twitter. We showed you Wyatt Langford's AB. He had a couple. He didn't do any damage. Peter Gammons posted, this is pretty funny. There are more people watching Ohtani taking batting practice than there may be at some A's games this season. That's funny and kind of sad. Reminder, the Rangers tweeted this out. We talked about this on the show, and we talked about this in the video I did. Coming soon, Rangers All Access premieres Sunday night. If you don't know what we're talking about, please go to my YouTube channel. There's a video about it. Rangers All Access is going to be a 10 to 15 minute once a week during spring training. We'll call it Hard Knocks style show. And I can't wait. I think it's going to be great. You can see there Bradford gets through 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run. We talked about that already. Wyatt Langford, we already talked about. This is pretty cool. Cal Cost, Rangers usher for 30 years and widower of the Cookie Lady. Cookie Lady raises the World Series banner. I mean, yeah, let's watch it.
On visitor to surprise during spring training. So go ahead, Cal, and raise that championship flag.
It's pretty cool. I did it again. So anyway, that's that's out in Surprise today. I love it. I love that they let a long time employee do that. That's just cool. I'd love to do that. That's really cool. All right, Foscue in for Simeon at second base, came in the third inning. Why did I post that? Because everybody's been talking about him playing first. He played a little second. Obviously, he's the answer if Simeon gets hurt. Don't even want to say that out loud, right? I told you Duffy scored on Evan Carter's sac fly. The Evan Carter sac fly was a hard line drive. Gotta love that. A hard hit ball. You can see the guys, the radio guys there, Hixie and Sandler and Nadell. And yeah, so I think we talked about this, the radio. If you're on MLB.tv, you can get the feed there. I think it was on Rangers.com also. It'll probably be there for the entire spring. In LA, or not in LA, for LA in Arizona, Freddie Freeman took his first at bat and went deep opposite field for a home run. There's our boys taking the field to start the day. The game, obviously all kinds of stuff going on. There's the championship flag here. We'll watch this again.
They should put it above you.
It's twice as big.
I don't know if you've heard, but everything is bigger.
It's fries.
Yeah. I did it again. Just another view of it. It's beautiful. It's nice to be world champs. Still weird to say that. I think that's pretty much it on the news today. Let me see if I missed anything when we scroll down. There just wasn't any non-Rangers stuff. Again, a couple games. But I don't think anybody wants to get any reporting on other people's spring training games here on the Rangers channel. There we go. All those guys. NFL. Hey, Pete, you still there? NFL announced the salary cap, huge 30 million. Oh, there's a good, interesting news. $30 million bump for each team. There's more than that too. I'm not going to go into the details here. We don't talk football much here, but wow. Yeah, the NFL is doing well. This is interesting. So again, Ranger fan, Dodgers fan, me. Justin Verlander wanted to go to LA a few years ago when he went to Houston. His first choice was LA. LA had to pick between him and you freaking Darvish. That was crazy because Verlander ends up going to Houston, right? Darvish goes to LA. The Astros cheat, bang, bang, bang on the trash come. You Darvish gets crushed in game 7. Verlander goes to Houston and they win, what is that, 2017 or whatever. Why do you want to go to LA? Well, a lot of it was Kate Upton. His wife is Kate Upton. I'm a big fan of Kate. I'm not a big fan of Verlander. I mean, obviously he's a Hall of Famer and he's great, but I'm a big fan of Kate Upton for obvious reason. But Verlander and Kate wanted to move to LA. Well, it turns out, according to John Heyman of the New York Post, Astros pitcher Justin Verlander was interested in joining the Dodgers again. He wanted to do it twice now, last season before getting traded from New York to Houston after his short stint with the Mets. I mean, as a guy who roots for the Dodgers, that would have been cool. As a guy who roots for the Rangers, that would have been freaking spectacular. I'm looking for him to take a big step back this year. Why? Because I want him to. And this is kind of cool. Homage is releasing this 90s style Texas Rangers starter jacket. Kind of cool, right? Deep in the heart of Texas. So whatever. Comes out tomorrow. I'm sure the links will be everywhere. And we'll end where we started. Tyler Toney from Dude Perfect gets in there against Jose Leclerc. And Jose says hello this way. I love it. I love it. So anyway, I'm not a big follower of the guys at Dude Perfect. Oh, I guess I should get rid of that. But they are massive YouTube stars. And again, they're local guys in the Dallas area. I went to Vid Summit this year, was in Dallas, and they a few of the bigger YouTubers went and did some stuff with them, and it's pretty amazing. So we're at 37 minutes in. We won't go too much longer tonight, frankly. Just not a lot more news to give you. I'm not just gonna stand here. I could do the Immaculate Grid thing again, play with that with you, but I think we're just gonna probably do some Q&A for the next 5 minutes and call it a day. Cat Rabbit Kane, which is fun to say, so I'll say it again. Cat Rabbit Kane in the house. That lucky man raising the flag will have stories to tell the rest of us. Like, right? How cool is that? Again, I mean, lots of teams do lots of neat things, okay? And so maybe I'm being a homer when I say this, but I love that the Rangers do this kind of stuff. I mean, it could have been, I would have liked it if it was a former ball player too, to be real. I just liked it. I liked that it was a worker. I liked that they love on their concessionaires, that love on their ushers. I talked to a few ushers last year. When I go to the games, I usually go, if I can, if work allows, I go early and I go watch PP and all that. I love that. I love that. I get content for the channel, whatever. And you talk to the ushers, and I befriended one of them, a couple of them, but one in particular, just raved about working there, just raved about his job and what a blessing it was to him and his family and how good they treat him, they being the Rangers. And that's what I was thinking of when I was watching this longtime Ranger employee who was married to another longtime Ranger employee raising that flag. If you've been watching my channel for a while, before Christmas, there was a video I got. A house here locally in the Dallas-Fort Worth area had a Texas Rangers. It wasn't even Christmas lights, but it was Christmas lights. Excuse me. And it was spectacular. And I went out there and I got the footage, made a video for you guys. Hope you guys got to see that. And if you didn't, you can go back and watch it. But I was standing there getting the content. I'm talking to some fans next to me, and she and he, married, both worked for the Rangers. He was in security and she was in the upper offices, I think in promotions, and just struck up a great conversation. And hopefully they're watching the channel now. Said they were going to be subscribers and all that. And just, I love that. I love my career. I'm not ready to retire from my career, but if and when I get to that point where I retire from my real work career, I would love to work for the team. I would love to be one of those ushers. I would love to be at all the games. And I don't want to hawk hot dogs or something, but those ushers have cool jobs. Anyway, There you go. Did I miss anything? Let's see. Let me look at my notes here. Today's game, we win 5-4. We beat Kansas City. Leiter looks good. Bradford looks okay. Dunning looks real good in the one inning. Only Bradford went more than one inning. Home run contest, please. I pinned it. I've pinned it atop the the chat. Sorry, reading. Scope is free. I hope he's play. And then Dude Perfect in camp, kind of the big news. Heath wants to know who's your pick in the spring training home run contest. You know, I would probably go with Zeke Duran. I would. I think he gets a lot of at bats. I think Wyatt Langford gets a lot of at bats. I think Zeke will get a ton of at bats because I think they need to see what they are going to do there with the middle infield with him and Josh. But I think Wyatt Langford makes a lot of sense. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Zeke Duran. Yeah, I don't think that the normal, the guys who are in the starting 5 or starting 9 are likely to get as many at bats as guys like Josh Smith and Zeke Duran and Matt Duffy and a bunch of those kind of guys. So I'd go with Zeke Duran would be my answer. But I did like that somebody went with Joey Gallo because that made me smile. I think that's it. I think we're gonna close up for the day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go play the contest, the spring training home run contest. Click the link and have a good time. Every single one of you that's here, I appreciate it. You guys who are on the replay, I appreciate it. Again, I said earlier, and I'll say it again, 6, 7, 8x people watching the replay. So thank you. I appreciate that. Go watch a couple of those videos that I posted today. Max Scherzer talking about how he felt about winning his second World Series. And the other one's a preview of the game today, so maybe that one's probably not as interesting to you anymore. Probably going to have quite a bit of content over the next few days. I do have family in town, but there's so much I expect to have news-wise coming. Got to be honest with you, my wife has texted me like 3 or 4 times, so I don't know what's going on. So we're going to call it a night. I'll see what's going on. And I love every single one of you. Appreciate every single one of you being here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the other videos on the channel. And check out my Twitter at Rangers Fan Jeff. Play the contest. It's free. Spring training home run deal. Free tops now. Rangers card for the winner. Yeah, there you go. He says it. Go Rangers. Yeah, I will. Absolutely have fun with that. I'm blessed. I've got a lot of stuff, good stuff going on. I just want to produce content. I'm having so much fun with this channel. The growth has been really, really encouraging. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm just feeling blessed. That's it for today. Have the best day ever. Go Rangers. They play again tomorrow. They'll be the visiting team, even though they're in the same park. Kansas City and Texas share the same park. Tomorrow in the same park, the Rangers will be the visiting team, and I think it's the same time, 3 o'clock. So if I can get to it, we'll do the same kind of thing tomorrow night. We'll just see. Saturday night's no guarantee. I'm going to shut up now. Have the best day ever. Go Rangers. Go enter the contest. I'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.